Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's makeup look is going to be on how to create this look right here. I tried to create a quinceañera makeup tutorial that is both affordable and flawless. So most of the products I will be using are drugstore. Now, if I am using a product that's not drugstore, I will have dupes, pictures of dupes somewhere on the screen for you guys. And I will also list all of the products that I'm using in the description down below. And yeah, so let's do what I do and get started. Okay, so the absolutely first thing you want to do before applying any makeup is going to be to wash your face. Now, I've already done that. I used the Cetaphil Deep Cleanser and I put an image here. And then I also used a St.Ives Apricot scrub, and I will also put an image right here. Now the reason why I used both is because one of them is just a cleanser and then the apricot scrub is an exfoliator, and when you are planning on wearing makeup all day like a quinceañera would, you want to exfoliate your pores and just make sure that you have a clean canvas to work with. So after you wash your face, the next step is going to be to moisturize. And today I will be using the Derma E moisturizer here. It's the vitamin C one. Now, for the face, you're going to want to use a light face moisturizer. You don't want anything that's too heavy that will leave your skin feeling oily. Alrighty. Those were the two easiest steps. Now we will move on to the makeup application. For the eyebrows today, I will be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Some dupes for the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade can be the NYX Brow Pomade or the E.L.F Lock Liner and Brow Cream. For a brush, you're going to want to use anything that has an angled end like this. Today I'm going to be using the Anastasia pencil in 7B brush. Okay, so when doing the eyebrows, I like to use a very soft hand and start here, not in the front of your eyebrow, but kind of like right here, because your brush is loaded with product. And I like to underline the bottom of my brow, like so, and then kind of follow the shape of your eyebrow and outline it. Now, pomade is messy, so it's going to look a little messy at first, but don't worry, we will clean it up with concealer. And the front of my eyebrow, I always do last, just because it is the lightest part of the brow and you don't want it to look boxy or too harsh. Okay. So once you have that, you're going to go in with concealer to clean the eyebrow. You can use any concealer, just make sure that it somewhat matches your skin tone. I'm going to be using one of the Anastasia concealers. Looks like this. I've definitely used a bunch of it, but this is in the shade 3.5. Using this flat brush from Morphe. It's the M432 brush, and I just put product on it, sorry. Way closer to the brow, like so. You just want to outline it. Okay, Now you're just going to want to rub in that concealer that you were using. So there is one brow, and I'm going to do this one off camera. So both eyebrows are on now. I'm going to set my eyebrows using this Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. This is just a clear gel mascara. Next, you're going to want to prime your eyelid, and I usually just use a concealer, but they do sell primers for your eyeshadow, but a concealer works just as well. Shape Tape concealer, just because it is a little bit tacky. A dupe for that would be the Makeup Revolution concealer, but I am in the shade Light Medium Honey. And then I'm going to use my E.L.F. beauty sponge, and I love this one. This is probably one of the best sponges that I have ever used. We can move on to eyeshadow. Today we will be using the Morphe 35O palette. I have had this forever. It has been cherished and used so many times. Go in with this Morphe M433 brush. It's just a fluffy brush to blend. And we are going to pick up a transition shade. We'll start in our crease and we will blend it a little bit up. Now a transition shade is used to kind of be a base of your eyeshadow, and it's makes everything blend seamlessly. But for a quinceañera look, you want it to be soft. You don't want it to be too heavy. This is a good old trick I like to use. I like to grab a card, something square that you can put against your eye. I usually use cards. Next, we will use this shade right here, and I like to use a card, and the reason for that is because I place it against my eye, like right here. I grab my brush, I lightly dab it, and then start blending. This is easier to like give you that nice sharp eyeshadow look. You remove it and then you work that color a little bit into the crease, like so. Now we're going to want to use a somewhat darker shade, and then we're going to switch the brush to one that's a little bit more fluffy. This one is the Morphe R37 brush. Now we're going to grab a shade that's a little bit darker, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep it towards the outer V of our eye. And I like to do this because it kind of gives it like a soft cat eye effect. Instead of like winging your eyeliner or anything, like just keeping a darker shade towards the outer corner of the eye makes your eye look really nice. And at first you're going to be like, what the heck are you doing? But I promise you it'll all come together at the end. And then do the same to this eye. going to use the concealer that I use to prime my eyelids, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, grab some with my brush, and because I do have hooded eyes, I have to create my crease a little bit higher than usual. So a good trick is to place them here and look up. And then when I get to like the end, I like to wiggle it like this to kind of blend it into the end of my eye. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 brush, mix this color with the one we used on our outer V, this one. Just going to mix the two and ever so slightly go over that cut crease, just a little bit to blend it. Now you get to choose the glitter that you want to use. Today I will be using this shade here. It's kind of like a pearl, and for these shimmers I like to apply them with my finger first. And we're going to apply that on the little cut crease that we did. If you don't have nails, this is way easier for you to do. Okay, and then since I can't reach like closer to the inner corner of my eye, I will be using the Morphe E18 brush, and it's slim, it looks like this. Then go back in with your Morphe R37 brush, which is our fluffy one. Use that dark shade, and you are going to use it to blend your ends where we kind of put the glitter. Okay, so for this next part, we are going to create the glitter that kind of defines our crease. We will be using 3 things, and then I'm going to be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This one has aloe in it. We'll be using the Morphe M432 brush and the NYX Professional Makeup Metallic Glitter in the shade 05. What you're going to want to do is grab your eyelash glue, wipe a little bit of the glue from the brush, then you are just going to put glue on top of where your glitter eyeshadow ends. I like to do parts, so I put glue there, I grab my brush, and then I dip it in the glitter. Okay, and then I just dab it on wherever I laid that glue down. Now we will continue the line. And then we do the same thing to this side. Now I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush and brush off any excess glitter. So now that the glitter is on, we will be using the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim Eyeliner. It looks like this. We're just going to create a small line on our lash line. It's just a small thin line. The purpose of the eyeliner is just so you can wear your false lashes and it will blend seamlessly. Today, of course, for our false lashes, I will be using the Lashes by Arlo lash collection in the style Alina. And I will put these on off camera. Lashes are officially on, and Lashes by Arlo, my lashes are 3D mink lashes. So I know this is a video on affordable makeup, so for that reason I am going to have a discount code, and it will be right here. So the discount code is 15 and you will get 30% off your purchase. We'll move on to the face. You are going to want to prime. So today I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. So for foundation, we are going to be using the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation. This one is good for normal to oily skin. If you have dry skin, then I recommend using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Foundation, and I will post a picture of it right here. And then another great one for normal to oily skin is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Foundation as well. Now for concealer, I will be using the Colorpop No Filter Concealer, and I am in the shade Medium 22. Start on the lower part of the concealer and then work your way up towards your eye. Set that concealer, we will be using the Fit Me Loose Powder. This is in the shade Fair Light, number 10. So I just dab my beauty blender and put it under my eyes. Now I love this powder because it literally melts into your skin. So now that that is set, I'm going to go in with the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. Now a good dupe for this would be the Butter Bronzer. I'll have a picture right here for that one. Lightly bronze. I mean, for Quinceanera, you do not need to contour, girl. You are still young and you look beautiful without it, so do not need to contour. Just bronze up the cheeks a little bit. I bring it up, and then also I put some on my forehead here. And then I do like to use it a little bit on my jawline For blush, I will be using the Maybelline Fit Me blush, and then this one is in the shade Peach. And then a Morphe brush. This one is the M439 brush. I'm gonna just put it on the apple of my cheeks. And then I go in with the fluffy brush. Brush off the excess loose translucent powder. Okay, so for highlight today, we'll be using the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. Okay, so my camera died, but I will continue the video on my cell phone. So after highlight, I just like to add the finishing touches to the makeup. I'm going to go back with our Morphe 35O palette, and I will be using the same shades that we used on our crease. So this one here and this one here, and I'm just going to mix them and apply them to my lower lash line. So I don't really add eyeliner, but I will add some mascara. Okay, and then for the lips, I'm going to use the baby wipe and remove this concealer. Okay, and then I'm going to use the NYX lip liner, and then this one is in the shade Natural. So I just lightly lined my lips, and I like to use a nude color on the quinceañeras, so today I will be using the Morphe lipsticks. These ones are awesome, you guys. Morphe is super affordable. This one is in the color Taunt. Okay, and then that lipstick is matte, so personally I like to add gloss on top. You don't need to, but I like to add gloss on top. I feel like it adds a little bit more moisture to my lips. So this is another lip gloss by Morphe, and this one is in the color Shimmy. The lips are done, so now we are going to set our face. And today I'm just going to use the Urban Decay the Slick Setting Spray. Now a good drugstore setting spray would be the Wet n Wild, I think it's like Set, Prime, and something. I will have a picture of it right here, but that one is also really good. We need to set her because we're gonna dance all night. Okay, and then grab your beauty blender and just damp that spray in. Alright, you guys, so that is the completed quinceañera makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is what the finished product looks like. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. This is all a learning process, so you know, learn together, grow together. But I hope this helped some of you guys. I am just here to share some ideas that I have, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys think I should film a video in Spanish, a tutorial in Spanish. I don't know, let me know. And all of the products that I use will be listed down below. And yeah, also follow my social medias. All of that will be down in the description. Bye guys, don't forget to subscribe.